YouTube, what it do? It's your boy King Zay back in the stew. Now ignore LeBron's body in front of us. This is not a man that you think it is. Y'all see what it say, man. We got the top 10 heaviest players in NBA history. Let's get straight to it. Actually, first I want, what you think is the heaviest player? I feel like the heaviest player? I'm saying like 350. But let's get straight to it.
When you think of an NBA player's physique, you think of a tall, chiseled body and broad shoulders. But this video is about the complete opposite type of players. The ones who like donuts and fast food, and who ran out of breath after 2 trips down the court.
That's
They're the 10
crazy.
heaviest players in NBA history.
You get paid millions and you run out of breath in 2 trips?
Number 10, Yao and Taco, 310 pounds.
Dang,
Yao
maybe
Ming
I was already tripping. I said 350 as the most heaviest.
At 7'6", he had a feathery jump
I'm
shot.
up that to like
and a great
400.
feel for the game, and it's a shame that constant foot and knee injuries derailed his prime. Yao was often injured because his lower extremities couldn't handle the grind of carrying his 310-pound body up and down the court.
That makes sense.
It wasn't like Yao was fat; he was just super big, with a head that's almost twice the average size. The Great Wall of China makes Shaq look small.
Being taller
and
than
it would be
Shaq is
strange
crazy.
if he wasn't on this list. The same is true for Taco Fall, who shares the same height and weight measurements as Yao Ming, 7'6" and 310 pounds. Taco is probably a bit taller because the NBA now measures players without shoes, which wasn't the case when Ming came to the league 22 years ago. Taco is the only current NBA player listed above 300 pounds, which is logical considering the trend of downsizing
Big
in
body.
the pace and space era, where Draymond and LeBron can thrive playing the center position. However, those are just official numbers, and I'm sure there are some players who will exceed the 300-pound mark in 2022. Zion, if you're watching this, I was thinking about you here. We all saw the commercial. Number 9,
They so
Kevin
green for
Duckworth,
that.
320 pounds. Unlike some of the players on this list, Kevin
What's the
Duckworth
height
was
for
a
that,
pretty
though?
good player. He was a 2-time All-Star in the early 90s, weighing around
look ripped.
280 pounds, which was appropriate for his 7-foot frame. But unhealthy habits saw him slowly add on pounds. And as the numbers on the scale got bigger, the numbers on the stat sheet got proportionally smaller. When Duck reached 320 pounds, he could no longer fly. He barely even played in the last few seasons.
God,
Before
boy, that is not him. Boy, ain't no way. Hold on. Oh, snap. Boy, I just skipped through. Boy, what the world, twin?
scale got bigger.
He got the cookout arms on deck, the water wings.
The numbers on the stat sheet got proportionally smaller. When Duck reached 320 pounds, he could no longer fly. He barely even played in the last
No way that is him. Why he look like Mr. Krim, though? If you know, you know.
few seasons before retiring in 1997. Number 8, Robert Traylor, 320 pounds. Traylor was a 6'9" center who was a McDonald's All-American the same year as Kevin Garnett, Vince Carter, and Paul Pierce. He was also an All-American in college, but he is mostly known
He
for
don't
two
look like an
things.
All-American.
The first one is his nickname, Tractor, which he earned because of his bulky frame. The second one happened on draft night after the Dallas Mavericks selected him 6th overall. Then, the Milwaukee Bucks figured that Traylor would have a much better career than Dirk Nowitzki, so they traded Dirk and another pick to Dallas to get themselves a brand new Tractor. Of course, it was one of the worst trades in NBA history because Traylor averaged under 5 points per game in his career and will always be remembered as that chonky boy who got traded for a guy that scored over 30,000 points in the NBA. Number 7, Priest Lauderdale, 325 pounds. Priest Lauderdale sounds like the name of a pastor of a
this is
local
heavyweight,
church,
but these
it's
dudes
not.
don't even
It
look
belongs to a
fat. They just
7'4",
look like
325
they just look
pound
extra
center
tall.
who got drafted 28th overall in the 1996 NBA draft. But other than height and weight, his unusual name doesn't appear in any record books, considering he
never heard
only
of it.
stayed in the NBA for 2 seasons, playing in
that
garbage
makes
time
sense.
of 74 games. Number 6, Thomas Hamilton, 330 pounds.
Okay, we
This
getting up there.
7'2" center had a disappointing NBA career
Everybody
after
that
being
weighs
undrafted
like
in the
300, it
1995
makes sense.
draft. He
God,
only appeared in
oh, Bert,
11
but he's
games for
7'2".
Boston at the back end of the season after they started to tank. In the next 3 years, he was signed and waived by several teams and never played a minute due to his weight. Before getting a chance with the Rockets in 1999, he got nicknamed Two Sandwiches in Houston because one wasn't enough to satisfy his appetite. He only played 22 games as a
crazy.
Rocket for his big fat
Nickname
NBA
Two
wedding
Sandwiches?
called for a divorce. Number 5, Michael Sweetney, 348 pounds. After an excellent college career at Georgetown, where he averaged 23
348.
points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks as
That's
a
a
junior,
big body.
Michael Sweetney was selected 9th overall in the stacked 2003 NBA draft by the
Oh,
Knicks.
he's an
His
03
NBA
draft?
dream finally came to fruition. He became a millionaire, and it seemed like the world was in his hands. But due to his father's death, Sweetney became depressed and even attempted suicide during his sophomore NBA season. He didn't take any drugs for depression. Sweetney's only drug was sweets and every type of fast food. He came to the league weighing 275 pounds, and by the end of his 4-year career, he was close to 350. He's now a spokesperson for depression and mental health, and he always says that if he had sought help sooner, he could have had a 15-year career. Number 4, Eddy Curry, 350 pounds. Eddy Curry's
I've heard him
due to his
before.
size and
I think I got his
efficiency
card
around the
on 2K.
basket. But in the end, Curry could only be in the same sentence
know
with
he was
Shaq
that
when it
heavy,
comes to weight. Curry was very quick and mobile for his 7-foot frame, and even though he was never a good rebounder or defender, he was great at scoring the ball. Coming to the NBA out of high school as the 4th pick in the 2001 draft, it took him a while to start playing well, but he eventually did. Curry led the NBA in field goal percentage in 2003, and in 2005, he was the best scorer on a playoff team at only 22 years old. In 2007, Curry averaged 19.5 points per game for the Knicks, posting career highs across the board. At the age of 24, it seemed like his career trajectory could only go upwards, and that he'd become an all-star. Unfortunately for the poor Knicks fans, the only thing that went upwards with Curry was the number on the scale. He was never exactly skinny, weighing more than 290 pounds as a rookie, but just 2 years after he averaged 19 per game, he swole up to 350 pounds. His career was basically over. Curry played only 26 more games in the next 5 seasons before retiring at the age of 31. Number 3, Sim 360 pounds.
I see his card on 2K too.
Vivek is an Indian-American businessman and the owner of the Sacramento Kings. Vivek got famous for saying that 4 players should play defense and that the 5th player should stay in the opposing half court, waiting for a turnover or a missed shot so he could stay open for an easy basket. Sim is the first NBA player of Indian descent, and only because of that reason he was able to play, because Vivek wanted to see his countrymen suit up in the NBA. Bhullar is 7'5", weighing 350 pounds, and he had a very unspectacular career over 3 NBA games. Despite playing only 3 minutes, he made this list, and the ones where we listed the tallest NBA players ever, where he occupies the 6th spot for the tallest player ever to play NBA basketball. Number 2, Oliver Miller, 375 pounds.
Yeah.
Big O is the famous nickname
Dog,
of
that mean number 1 gotta be like 400 pounds or like 380.
Big O was also the nickname of Oliver Miller, who wasn't a great player. He was just big. Despite being undersized at 6'9", if we can even use the word undersized, Miller was regarded as one of the best centers in the NCAA, averaging 12 points,
you better
7
be
rebounds, and over 2 blocks per game.
380,
Miller was
375,
tough, mobile, and he had a really soft touch around the basket, shooting at a phenomenal 64% clip. Big O weighed around 280 pounds at the University of Arkansas, and when he was drafted 22nd overall by the Suns in the 1992 NBA draft, his scale showed 305. That's how much his new teammate Charles Barkley weighed after the Sixers drafted him. But Chuck successfully shed the extra pounds and played most of his Hall of Fame career between 250 and 260. But Oliver Miller did not have the accountability of Sir Charles, and after a trip to the finals in 1993 and a few promising seasons early on, Miller ballooned to 375 pounds.
This is ridiculous. Get him off the court. No way y'all let him suit up looking like this. Y'all trying to embarrass him at that point.
That he could even play with all the extra weight.
That's what I'm saying.
He stuck around the league for 9 years. Even though he wasn't the heaviest NBA player ever, Big O definitely had the highest body fat percentage. Number 1, Shaquille O'Neal, 395 pounds.
Bro,
Shaq likes to say that he's still playing in the league in the form of Giannis.
How is he so?
Shaq
That makes sense.
As his style
that makes sense though. How he just used to bully folks, elbow,
flattering is
dunk
only
on
a
their
disguised diss to Dwight Howard. There are certainly some similarities between the Greek Freak and the young Shaq, the one who played in Orlando. When he came to the NBA in 1992, Shaq was a lead 7'1" center who could run the floor like a gazelle, lead the fast break, and complete it with a thunderous dunk on the other end, just like Giannis does does now. O'Neal weighed 292 pounds as a rookie, which is a lot for everybody else on the planet. But
That's
the
like
Big Diesel
what?
looked almost
Like
skinny at that weight.
110-pound weight gain.
When he was in his physical prime, and when he won his only MVP award, he weighed around 340 pounds, looking like he was made of muscle and a 7'1" Dwayne Johnson. However, he still felt he needed to get bigger because he could still get thrown off balance in the post. Shaq felt that more
Ben
mass
Wallace was a
equals
beast,
more
though.
power, and he instructed his personal chef to overload his meals with meat and potatoes, and the pounds quickly began to accumulate. When the Lakers won their second championship in 2001, O'Neal weighed 365 and a whopping 395 pounds when they three-peated in 2002. Although the added weight helped Shaq win 3 Finals MVP trophies, this was not very smart in the long term because his feet and knees were killing him. When he got to South Beach, he needed to get back to 12% body fat per Miami Heat policy, and he dropped all the way to 325 when he won his 4th title in 2006.
That Miami policy,
Tim Duncan, who lost a lot of weight past the age of 30 to preserve his knees and ankles. Shaq put on more weight in the twilight of his career. Because he had a poor diet filled with carbs, he often got injured and didn't have a significant role past the age of 35. Shaq looked quite chubby with the Cavs and the Celtics, hovering between 350 and 370 pounds until his retirement.
He was just making that bread, though. I can't blame him. Don't hate the player, hate the game, though. But yeah, man, y'all like this? Give me a thumbs up, comment down below what else y'all want to see, man. If you're new to the channel and you a real one, subscribe, man. And I'm out. Peace.